So it is live, yeah. It is on YouTube. So Wahyu, no.
Sudah Bu, sudah saya jadikan host.
Okay, so I will invite Ricky to you. Gimana caranya Ibu bisa invite Ricky ini untuk jadi co-hostnya?
Sudah.
Sudah bisa. Yes, so make co-host. Yes. Okay, now the time is yours, Ricky.
Okay,
You have
ma'am.
your presentation.
Can you see my screen, guys? Wait. Okay. How about now?
Now, yes, on the way.
Okay. Good morning, guys.
Good morning.
Yes, Ricky. Just go on.
Okay. Wait. Today, I would like to present my proposal. My name is Yuki Dwiswardi. My student number is AAA118049. So my proposal title is the analysis of teaching speaking narrative text using Puppet as a learning media for junior high school level. For the chapter 1, for the point of my background of the study is first, short history about English. The second is ideal condition relating to the scope of the subject matter and the real condition encountered. The third is problem encountered and solution. This is the point for my background of the study. Okay. I'm sorry, ma'am. Am I need to show my background of the study, ma'am? So this is my background of the study.
Ricky, if you have the pointer, what is the
Yes, ma'am.
What is the content of chapter 1? Okay. This one you say about the background. Go on, please.
Background.
Go on.
Okay. My chapter one content are background of the study, formulation of the problem, research objective, research significance, and definition of key terms. So for my background of the study, this is the points that I put on my background of the study. For the formulation of the problem, the first is how is the implementation of Puppet as learning media in teaching speaking narrative text? And the second is how is the students speaking narrative text assessment using Puppet media? For my research objectives, based on the formulation the problem above, the objectives are first, to know the implementation of Puppet as learning media in teaching speaking narrative text. The second, to know the students speaking narrative text assessment using Puppet media. And for my research significance, there are two of my research significance. So I hope that the result of this study can be useful for teachers and other researchers. For teachers, teachers can add insight to become more experienced to improve teaching skill. Teachers can also apply similar methods to solve the problems they face in class related to the teaching and learning process. Or we can say it as a reference. And for other researchers, it is hoped that this research can also be useful as information for other researchers who will conduct further research related to the use of the puppet as media in teaching and learning process. For definition of key terms, I put teaching, speaking, narrative text, puppet, and learning media. So teaching can be defined as the engagement between teachers and students to provide understanding and application of their knowledge, concepts, and processes. The elements include design, content selection, delivery, assessment, and reflection. For speaking, speaking is a person's ability to express ideas, thoughts that exist in themselves that involve other people in conveying this information using words. In short, speaking is the transmission of language by mouth. Narrative text is a type of text in the form of fantasy stories, fabricated true stories, fairy tales, or folklore. Narrative text tells a story that has a chronological sequence of events that are interconnected. The purpose of narrative text is to entertain the reader. The fourth, 4.154, puppet. Puppet is a tool. In Indonesia, puppet is a tool made of leather or wood carvings or everything that used for representing certain character, which can be used to portray a character. Commonly in a traditional drama performance. And puppet usually played by someone called a dalang or puppeteer. And for learning media is all tools used by the teacher as media or intermediary in conveying the information or material being taught, so that the student can more easily understand the material being taught. For my chapter 2 literature review, for point 2.1 is story description. So this is my theory of description. 2.1 theory of description. The first is teaching, the second speaking, the third is teaching speaking, the fourth teaching stands for a speaking activity, the fifth learning media, sixth learning media for teaching English, seventh puppet, eighth kinds of puppet, ninth the advantage of using puppet as learning media, and 10 the techniques of using puppet as learning media. Let's go to the detailed explanation for 2.1 teaching. According to Brown said that teaching is guiding and providing learning facilities. Language teaching is divided into teaching what and teaching how. And according to Hornby, teaching means giving the instruction to a person, give a person knowledge, skill, or etc. So based on these two definitions of teaching form it can be concluded that teaching is a process of guiding, providing facilities, and also providing new experiences or knowledge to someone or learners to add to their insight. Requiring the speaker's ability to produce verbal speech to reveal the meaning of any information and ideas expressed by the speaker. And the second, speaking. Kreitler said that the language is a symbol used by people to communicate with one another, whether the symbol is written or marked by hand or spoken. Hammer said that speaking is a productive skill that requires the speaker's ability to produce verbal speech, to reveal the meaning of any information and ideas expressed by the speaker, as well as maintaining social relationship by communicating with other people. So Based on this definition that comes from Kreitler, it can be concluded that speaking is production of language used by humans to provide information, ideas, opinions, or other for a purpose. Everyone who socializes will use language skills to prove their existence in their community, so learning a new language will be very important to improve our speaking skill. Next, the third point, teaching speaking. According to Hammer says the goal of teaching a foreign language is to gain the ability to communicate in the target language. And according to Hughes, teaching speaking is to teach English language learner to produce the English speech sound and sound patterns. First, use words and sentence stress, intonation patterns, and rhythm of the second language. Second, select appropriate words and sentences according to proper social settings, audience, situation, and subject matter. Third, organize their thoughts in a meaningful and logical sequence. Fourth, use language as a means of expressing values and judgments. And fifth, use the language quickly and confidently with few unnatural pauses, which is called fluency. So there is another definition of teaching speaking explained by Hughes. There are four characteristics of successful speaking activities in the teaching speaking. They are: learners are active in speaking using the language being taught. Classroom discussion are not only dominated by talkative learners, and all students get the opportunity to speak. Students are motivated to speak because they are interested in a topic and they have an idea for the topic, or they want to contribute to achieving the goal of the assignments. They can use the language without confusing listeners. Students are able to express themselves in speech that is relevant and easily understood by each other, and also with acceptable language accuracy. And for the fourth, teaching stages for speaking activity. According to Carolina stated that the teaching stage for a speaking activity is the pre-communicative stage, training stage, and the communicative interaction or production stage. So during the pre-communication stage, the teacher introduces the communicative function, highlights fixed expressions, so the target structure, provides the vocabulary needed by the students, and provides the limits of interaction to the students. Furthermore, to the training stage, it includes correcting, encouraging students if necessary, and aim for clarity. And for the communicative interaction or production stage, it encourages language negotiation, paying attention to aspects that can hinder communication, such as pronunciation, vocabulary, grammar, and also respecting students' wait time. Harmer said that the teacher's role during speaking activity was as an organizer, prompter, observer, participant, assessor, feedback provider, and research.
Okay, Ricky.
Yes, ma'am.
Please don't read everything in your PPT, PowerPoint.
Yes.
So just glancing about that theory.
Yes.
Thank you.
Okay. Next, learning media. According to Sadiman explains that learning media is everything that can be used to pass messages from sender to.
Okay, just skip it. Skip it.
Yes.
Next.
Okay.
Next slide.
Next, learning media for teaching English. So there are 3 learning media for teaching English. They are First, visual media. Second, audio media. And third, audio-visual media. So visual media is media that can be touched and seen by the students.
Okay, skip it.
Yes.
Come to the other.
Okay. For point 2.1.7, puppet. So according to Japanese literature, Sunarto says that puppet is ayang-ayang or shadow. And according to John Bell said that the puppet is the basis of some of the eldest preferences. Frank Prostan gives the term performance object, which refers to image, human material, animal, or spirit that is created, displayed, or manipulated in a narrative or dramatic performance. And for point 2.1.8, kinds of puppet. There are 3 kinds of puppet. The first is glove or hand puppet, like this. The second is finger puppet. And the third is shadow puppet. Next. The advantage of using puppet as learning media. So according to the expert, Louis Park
Skip it.
says, okay.
Rigi,
Yes, ma'am.
skip it.
Yes.
Yeah, advantage and then the technique. Okay.
Okay. Now, for the result of the relevant study, I use for the relevant research. The first is from Rizky Rahmawati, Gatot Sutapa, and Eni Rosnija, entitled "The Use of Hand Puppet in the Telling Story." The second is the article from Triana Dewi and Kumalarini with their study entitled "Puppet for Teaching Speaking Narrative Text to the 8th Graders." The third is come from Bayu, Piscayanti, Paramarta, and their article title is "The Effect of Storytelling Using Puppet Strategy on Students Speaking Experiment." Okay, so this is my framework of thinking. There are preparation, action, follow-up, explaining the data, and conclusion or result. So for the preparation, I will make the questionnaire for the students, preparing interview questions and looking for the informant, and ask permission to collect the data. For the action, I will give the questionnaires to the students, interviewing the informant, collecting documents such as archives, students score lists, and other that are needed. And for the follow-up, I will analyzing the students' questionnaires answers, classifying the important data that I obtained from the results of the interview, and filtering and analyzing the required data from the documents. And I will explain the data and also elaborating the data, and the result will be in here. The result, after I explain the data, it will be the result from my study. Yeah, from my study. This is the bibliography of my research.
Thank you.
So what do you use here with the thank you very much. Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you very much, Ricky. Yeah, please give big applause to Ricky. Yeah. It is very brave presentation and very beautiful presentation. But before we come to the other presenter, I would like to give several several revision. Yeah, when
Yes,
when you write a proposal, the first one, yeah, the first one for Ricky and other students. Yeah, for all of you. Yeah, please just pay attention. Ricky, please show us the, what is it? Slide 4. Slide 4. Okay, and then slide 5, I think. Yeah. Slide 5. Okay. Look at here. Yeah, all of you, please. Yeah. Formulation of the problem in the buku panduan. Yeah, it will be problem of the research. Is that? Yeah, problem of the research. And you don't need to have digit here. Still in your, yeah, you don't need the digit here in 1.2.1. No, yeah, you just have A, B, or you just have like pointer, like palette, yeah. The digit here will be appear in content list. Okay, so you don't need to have here. Can you get the point? Yeah. Yes, after 1.2, yeah, problem of the research, you just have, there are several problems, for example, yeah, there are several problems stated for this research. You don't need the digit here, ya, karena ini nanti tidak muncul pada content list, itu apa, daftar daftar isi. Yang tidak muncul di daftar isi jangan ditulis digitnya, oke? Okay? Ya, just pay attention to the digit here at the first one. And the second one, yeah, in your theory, concept and theory, chapter 2. Ini nanti semua ya, all of the things here. Okay, chapter 2 here. Okay, theory description, teaching and speaking. Yeah, I think it will be one of the theory, teaching, speaking, with a teaching itself and then speaking. No, you will get lost, yeah, because here the point is teaching, speaking, not teaching by itself. No, yeah, this is will be teaching, speaking, and then teaching, speaking at SMP. This is, yeah, 2.1.2, I think, yeah, because this one is will be 1 point, yeah. So teaching, speaking for SMP or SMP, okay. And then next for the, what is it, for the framework, Ricky, for the, okay, before I come to the framework, yeah, please be attention to the sources.
Yes, ma'am.
I have already said that the sources is not more than 10 years. And Ricky got Brown, yeah, Brown 2000. And yes, then Hornby, yeah, I cannot say the name, 1995. Yeah, so just remember that the sources, the reference, not more than 10 years old. Okay?
Okay, ma'am.
Ini tua-tua semua, Ki. Ki?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
I have already said that your reference is 10 article from journal.
Yes.
Still remember that?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Okay. So just update all the references,
okay,
I think, yeah. I think you got 2019, 2007, 2002. Yeah.
Yes.
That's all. Yeah, that's all. Okay. So look at here, the framework of thinking. Now, this is the framework. Yeah. Theory of framework. This come from the theory. Yeah, not your thinking. The thinking based on the theory. Yeah. So this one is actually not how you dig the data. No. Yeah. This is collecting the data. Ya, Ki, ya?
Yes, ma'am. How I
you
conduct
collect the
research.
data. Yeah.
Yes.
Framework is how you analyze your data. Okay?
Yes, yes, ma'am.
Can you get the point?
Yes, ma'am.
So come to your what is it? Come to your research problem. Yeah, problem of the research.
Yes.
What are they? Apa tadi Ki? Coba, you ingat lagi.
Yes.
How is the implementation? How is the implementation? Okay, the
Yes,
first one. And the second one, how the student speaking narrative achievement. So you will get two analysis over there. At the implementation of Puppet, the first box, the implementation of Puppet for speaking, and then the achievement. So you will have two boxes.
Yes, ma'am.
In your theory, in your framework, yeah. And then you will have the implementation of Puppet from the theory on chapter 2.
Yes,
How to use Puppet, yeah. And that one will be your analysis for chapter 4, okay.
Yes, ma'am.
And this one is also for chapter 4 later on, yeah, but
yes.
You will describe this one, the two, yeah,
Yes.
how the implementation and the achievement in a table on chapter 3. Okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. So all of the students will follow how you write the proposal, yeah? And the last one is about your bibliography. Please come to the bibliography or reference. The last one.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. This one is not bibliography for our study program, but references.
Differences.
Yeah,
Okay, ma'am.
references. And you have to follow, yeah, whether it is APA for the manual one, or you can have APA from Mendeley. Key, what do
Yes,
you
ma'am.
use here? What do you use here?
I use for
Huh?
the third first. I use Mendeley, ma'am.
Mendeley, good. Yeah.
Yes.
So.
And but for the last two, I cannot use Mendeley to get the bibliography. So
yeah, because it is not online.
yeah.
Is it?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Yeah. When you use Mendeley, yeah, it means that you have to use online material. Yaki?
Yes, ma'am.
For all of the students, yeah. Please revise, yeah, when you have the problem similar as Ricky's. Yeah. Okay. Thank you very much, Ricky. So just revise your proposal, yeah, before we come to the end of the classroom. Yeah, that is on July.
Okay,
Thank you,
ma'am.
Ricky. Yeah?
Thank you very much, ma'am, for the.
Thank you.
Yes, ma'am.
So we still have two other speakers. Yeah, that is Ade and Erika. You will have panel, yeah, panel system. Erika first or Ade first, and then Erika, yeah. And we will have discuss it later on. Time is yours, Erika or Ade. It's up to you. Erika or Ade? Yo, I will invite you as the co-host, yeah. Ade or Erika? Ade first. Ade Agil, are you ready?
Ya, bisa, ma'am.
Okay, Ade. Yes, time is yours, Ade.
Okay, good morning everyone. So today I would like to present about my proposal which entitled An Analysis of English Song Lyric as a Media in Teaching English Vocabulary.
Sorry, Ade, my name is not like this one, yeah, because I don't have the era here, but here you missed something.
Oh, sorry ma'am.
Doesn't matter.
Oh, yeah.
Later on.
Sorry ma'am. Okay, in table of content, there are chapter 1, which is explain about the introduction, and chapter 2 about literature review. The research background in chapter 1 or introduction explaining about the learning English as an international language that is very important for our life. And then the second is learning English vocabulary. Students who learn English oftenly face the difficulties in learning vocabulary. By using English song lyric, every skill felt more interesting from the other activities. English songs are a great language media. It can also form as a base for many lessons aspects. With using songs, students can memorize every word because it is familiar on their ears also and easy to repeat for the student. There are many advantages from using song lyric as a media in teaching and learning, such as give the new vocabularies experience in the context of learning. Students become familiar with the pronunciation of native speaker, provide a break from textbook or workbooks routine, which means the students will feel enjoy in learning process. Based on the explanation above, the writer is interested in carrying out the study of the research with the title An Analysis of English Song Lyric as a Media in Teaching English Vocabulary. Next is the research problem. Based on the background of the study above, the writer formulated the problem as follows. How useful does the media of songs lyric in increasing student English vocabulary? Second, what are the students' problems in the process of teaching learning vocabulary through song lyric? And the last one is how is students' response toward the use of song lyric as the media? Based on the background of the problem above, the identification problem of the research are formulated as follows. First, the students not motivated and interested. Second, the students have some problem with their English vocabulary activities. And the last one, the students' response toward the vocabulary activities are very low. The scope of this research is the analysis of the use English song lyric media. The researcher only focused on the media as a platform in teaching and learning English vocabulary. The objective of this study are first to find out that the use of English song lyric help or increase the student vocabulary of high school student in SMAN 3 Palangkaraya. Second, to find out the solution of a problem that students face on their English vocabulary activities. Third, to find out student response toward the use of song lyric in learning English vocabulary. The researchers hope that the result of this study can be useful for all the readers, especially for first teachers to give information and to give a similar method to solve the problem on their school. Second, for the student, it could give the new experience in learning vocabulary and increase their skill in vocabulary. And for the other researcher, the writer also expects that this study can be contribution and the result of this study can give some information and knowledge for the next researcher. The definition of keyword, a vocabulary, also known as a word stock, it is a set of familiar words within a person language. Lyric are words that make up a song, usually consisting of verse and chorus. Song is a short pitch of music, usually with a word that intended to be sung by the human face. And the last one, learning media is a tool in the form of physical and non-physical use by teacher in order to deliver the material for the student to make them more effective and efficient. Move to the chapter 2 is about the literature review. Will be explained about concept and theory. First, about vocabulary. Vocabulary take a role which are correspondent with phonology and grammar for helping the learner to mastering the four language skill, which is speaking, listening, writing, and reading. First, types of vocabulary. There are adverb, adjective, noun, and verb. The second, the importance of vocabulary. It will help to access a wider range of learning material made for both native or native speaker. It also helps to understand this word from their context, naturally expanding the students' vocabulary and improving their language skill without needing to spend a lot of time to looking the words up in dictionary or asking someone for an explanation about the meaning and word. And the last one is teaching English vocabulary. According to the expert of farmers state that there are some technique for teaching English vocabulary as follow using realia, showing pictures, meme, action and gesture, contrast, enumeration, explanation, and translation. The second is about media. Media mean all tools which are used by teacher to deliver the teaching material for the student in teaching learning process to reach the certain learning goal. There are three kinds of media here, which are visual media, audio media, audio-visual media. The next is the explanation about song. It is an interesting media. The language song usually tend to be easy to understood, so it gives the happy and relaxing environment. The next is lyric or song lyric is a very effective to memorizing word. And the advantage of using song lyric is to increase their vocabulary knowledge because the song lyrics are often highly repetitive. The previous study that I have from the several or done before from the other researchers is another researchers which are from Ade Leliana Kisworo Putri in 2015 with the title of The Use of Song Lyric for Teaching Vocabulary at SMP Amal Mulia Tawangmangu. And then the next one is from Norita Kuatningsih from 2008 with the title of The Use of Song to Improve Young Learner Vocabulary was conducted by the researcher Norita Kuatningsih. And then for the framework, here my framework, the first step is interviewing teacher and students for the data collection. The next is transcribing the English song lyric for 10th grade in SMA N3 Palangkaraya, observing and recording the result of the use English song lyric media, describing and explaining the result of English song lyric media, validating the analysis, and the last step is reporting and presenting the result of data analysis, which is with the title An Analysis of English Song Lyric as a Media in Teaching English Vocabulary. And here's the full reference that I use for my reference here. I think that's all from me, and thank you for the time.
Thank you very much for Ade Agil. Please give big applause to her. Yeah. Thank you very much. Okay, now I will invite Erika. Yeah, Erika. Hang on, I will make Erika to be the co-host. Erika. Where is Erika? Is Erika here? Hello. I cannot see the name of Erika. Hello. Is Erika here? No. Dia? Dia? Hello, Dia?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Is Erika here? I cannot see Erika. Whether she use other name?
No, ma'am. It seems like Erica doesn't have any signal or something.
Okay. So, anybody want to present the proposal? No. You're not ready for today. Okay. So before I come to review the proposal, yeah, written by Ade, yeah, I would like to invite Karidina for next week, yeah. Karidina, and then who will be the volunteer for next week? I need 3 of you.
Gabriela, ma'am.
Gabriela, good. Thank you, Gabriel. Gabriel. And then one more, please. Who are ready for next week? Yes, please. The boy. Come on, boy. Jeff, are you ready, Jeff?
Not yet, sir. Ma'am, sorry.
Juanando. Okay, Gilang ya. Gilang. So we will have 3 of you, yeah, for next week. Karinina, Gabriela, and Gilang. Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Gilang, are you ready for next week?
Inshallah, ma'am.
Yes. Good. Thank you. Now, the problem of 2 presenters, mostly in what is it? In framework. Yeah. Framework is not similar how you collecting the data. Collecting data means how you get the data, how you dig the data. Can you get the point? Framework is how you analyze your data. Ade, what is your data? Because in your problem, yeah, I think the first problem, Gabriela, Ade Agil. Could you show us the first chapter 1? Yeah.
Yes, ma'am. Wait a minute.
Yeah. Don't say study, study. Okay, now number 1. Yeah, here. How useful does the media of song lyric? How can you answer this? Yeah, Ade.
The first question will be answered after the research was conducted, ma'am.
I know, yeah. But how you will use to measure, yeah. So all of the research here, problem of the research, yeah, or research problem, yeah, should be measurable. Yeah. How far? How useful? It is difficult to be measured. Yeah. But number 1, what are the student problems? Yes, you can find the problems here by using, for example, the scoring rubric of this one. I will I will know the problem because the score is low. Yeah, the scores of the student are low. So I think there are problems for the students, yeah, in teaching learning vocabulary, or yeah, For example, you will have what is it? E-learning classroom. Yeah, the problem of e-learning classroom. What are the problem? And you can identify all the problems. Yeah. So number 2, you can measure this one, but not number 1. How useful of the media? How useful? How can you measure the useful? Yeah, so just be careful with stating the problem here. Yeah, if it is not measurable, means that you have to omit or you can replace it with other problem. Yeah. Okay, so how is the student responses toward? Yes, you can have the responses. Yeah, because you can have like a interview or the other. Yeah, that will answer the responses. Is it? Yeah, Ade, yeah?
Yes, ma'am.
So, so from this research problem, yeah, number 2 and number 3, please come to your framework. Look at your framework. What do you hope from the problem here? Okay, stop it. Yeah, stop here. What are the student problem? What do you think about the problem? Ade. Students' problem in the process of teaching learning. What is in your mind? Yeah, will be the problem in learning vocabulary. Ade. You are still muted. You are still muted, Ade.
Yes, ma'am. Sorry, ma'am.
Yes, doesn't matter. So for question number 2, what are the student problem in process of teaching learning vocabulary through song lyrics? What is in your mind? Yeah, what do you think about the problem? Yeah.
I think the problem of the students in learning English vocabulary are the lack of motivation with the using of media that teacher use in the class. And then the second one is the environment of the learning process.
Yeah. So look at your framework over there. The framework. Yes. Yeah. Look at here. You will have the data for the first one here. Yeah. Data, not collection. Yeah. Only your data. Your data is the problem. Is that? Yes. And after your data, you will have another boxes, yeah, for 2 problems. You stated 2 problems over there. That is the motivation and the media. Is that?
Environment.
Environment.
Yes,
Yeah. So after
Environment.
the data you have here, yeah, you will have you will have 2 boxes, yeah, under the data. You will have 2 boxes under the data. That is the motivation and the informant. Okay. And after the 2 boxes, you will analyze and then you will conclude. So you will drawing conclusion. Only that one. Can you get the point?
Okay, ma'am. Yes.
Can you get the
Thank
point?
you, ma'am.
Ade.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so see the last one. The last one about the reference. Okay, references. Yeah. Ricky, you have bibliography, so please delete that one, yeah, and replace with reference, yeah, Ricky,
Yes,
yeah.
ma'am.
And
Yes,
this
ma'am.
one is okay with reference. And what do you apply this one with manually or the manual one? Ade Agil.
I use mainly for the reference,
Manually.
ma'am.
All of this one?
Yes, all of.
Okay. So this one 2016 is okay, yeah. Not more than no. The last one is the use of song. This is 2008, yeah. So it is more than 10 years. Just replace the last one, yeah, with the newest one, the updating, yeah.
Okay, ma'am.
Update, there is the reference for the last one, this one. Okay. Okay, now before we close our classroom, do you have any question? The other students?
No, ma'am, it's clear.
Yes. Just close this one, Ade. Ade, close your presentation. Close the screen, yeah. Yes, what is the question? Who will ask the question? Arsi, yeah? Arsi? Who will ask the question? Hilang ya? Siapa tadi yang mau bertanya? Come on. If you have any question, don't be hesitant to ask here before you submit your proposal. Yeah. Come on. Anyone to ask something? Before I forget about the pronunciation, yeah, Ade, then please say title instead of title. Yeah, title and then study, not study, and then result rather than result. Okay, if there is no question, yeah, I think that's all for today. Yeah, and you can have what is it? If you have any problem, please send me privately, yeah, on WhatsApp. Yeah, I will be happy to answer the question. Okay, so see you next week with the presentation of Karinina, Gabriela, and Gilang. So
Yes,
see
ma'am.
you. Bye-bye.
Ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you,
Yeah, next week,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Thank you.
Bye.